Unlock the secrets of Tarrant County properties. I mean, did you know you can search property records online entirely for free? Today, we're going to discover exactly how to become a real estate detective right from the comfort of your own home. Welcome to The Explainer.
If you've ever tried to make an informed housing decision, analyze a local investment, or just do some basic legal research on a neighborhood, you probably already know that third-party data websites can be ridiculously expensive and, honestly, sometimes pretty outdated. But here's the amazing truth. The primary source data is actually available to you online, completely free of charge, if you just know exactly where to look. We are going to unlock some immense real-world value today by showing you how to access these government databases like an absolute pro, saving you time, frustration, and those annoying third-party fees.
Okay, let's dive straight into our roadmap. First, we'll look at the Property Detectives Toolkit, then we'll unlock the Appraisal District, navigate county clerk records, cover some pro tips and troubleshooting, walk through an investment case study, and wrap it all up with a summary and a quick disclaimer.
Let's start with Section 1, the Property Detectives Toolkit.
Now, navigating Tarrant County systems can definitely seem a bit complex at first glance. But here's the fundamental rule you've got to understand. Because of how Texas law works, authority over real estate is distributed. So there's no single magical search engine that holds every piece of data about a property. Instead, these records are a decentralized network of legal, financial, and valuation data, spread across 3 separate county administrative entities. It's kind of like a giant puzzle, and doing your due diligence means you absolutely have to cross-reference your findings.
And this brilliantly illustrates what I like to call the rule of 3 for Tarrant County. You essentially have 3 specific jurisdictions, and each one has its own dedicated website. First up is the Tarrant Appraisal District, or TAD, which handles appraisals, market values, and exemptions over at tad.org. Second is the county clerk. They're your go-to for legally binding documents like deeds and liens at tarrant.tx.publicsearch.us. And third, the tax assessor collector, handling the actual tax billing and payments on the main county site. Breaking this intimidating bureaucracy down into these 3 distinct lanes puts you way ahead of the game.
Moving right along to Section 2, unlocking the Appraisal District.
The TAD portal is almost always where your investigation should kick off. So how do we use it? Step 1, you just visit tad.org. Step 2, input your search. Now here's an incredible insider secret. If you have it, inputting a specific 10-digit account number or PIDN bypasses all those intermediary search lists and drops you directly onto the property dashboard. Then for Step 3, you access that dashboard. And Step 4, start reviewing the data. We're talking everything from active tax exemptions to actual architectural improvement sketches of the structures on the land.
Now, the absolutely crucial part is knowing how to interpret the numbers you're seeing on that dashboard. You are often going to see 2 completely different values. Market value is just the district's estimate of what the property would sell for competitively as of January 1st. Assessed value, though, incorporates statutory caps. So, for example, if a homeowner has a homestead exemption, Texas law caps how much their taxable value can increase year over year at exactly 10%, which means the taxable assessed value could actually be significantly lower than the true market value of the home.
All right, let's jump to Section 3, navigating county clerk records.
Remember, while the appraisal district handles values and maps, the county clerk handles the legally binding paper trail of ownership. Getting these documents for free requires a very specific workflow on the county clerk's portal, which is sometimes called County Fusion. First, you've got to select the real property department from the drop-down menu so you aren't accidentally searching court or marriage records. Second, input the grantor or grantee name, so the seller or the buyer. Third, and this is the absolute key, you must click the link in the upper right to register for a free user account. Once you're signed in, Step 4, you just click the blue Download Free icon next to your document and boom, you instantly receive an unofficial watermarked PDF copy of the deed without paying a single dime.
Now, what's really interesting here is the search configuration itself. Before you just hit Enter, you have to strategically choose your search scope method for maximum efficiency. If you choose Search Index only, the system just queries the indexed metadata. It's perfect for broad, name-based searches. But if you choose Search Index and Full Text, the system actually uses optical character recognition to scan the entire text inside the scanned PDFs. It searches for your terms as an exact phrase. This is literally your secret weapon for tracking down specific legal descriptions or restrictive covenants hidden deep inside a deed.
Let's tackle Section 4, Pro Tips and Troubleshooting.
Even the best detectives hit roadblocks, so let's run through some rapid-fire advanced search hacks that will save you a ton of frustration. First up, omit street suffixes. If you're looking up 123 Main Street, just type 123 Main. Leaving off words like street or drive totally prevents the system from glitching over abbreviations. Second, format names as last name, first name with no punctuation. Third, use neighborhood codes on the TAD website to pull up structurally similar properties. This is brilliant for finding comp sales. And finally, always apply property type filters, like residential or commercial, to instantly narrow down massive lists of results.
But what happens when things go wrong? Well, the most frequent roadblocks users face, especially around tax appraisal protest season in the spring, usually involve finding their online PIN or figuring out how to access the online protest system itself. So here are the exact solutions. Your online PIN is required to create a protest account, and you'll find it printed directly on your physical notice of appraised value, right up in the upper right corner. For security reasons, PINs are mailed exclusively via USPS to the property owner of record. You can't just look it up online without logging in first. And if you're trying to file a protest but simply cannot find the button, honestly, don't panic. The online protest option is only visible during the designated statutory protest window, which typically kicks off in April when those value notices go out.
Let's put this into practice with Section 5, Case Study Investment Potential.
We're going to bring this all together by solving a hypothetical detective case. Let's set the stage. Here's your scenario. You want to purchase a local investment property. But before making an offer, you need to verify its actual physical square footage, ensure a completely clear title, and check for any delinquent taxes hanging over the property. This is a classic due diligence problem that requires all three of our databases to solve.
Let's see how this builds a complete profile. Step 1, you jump onto tad.org. You pull up the account, verify that structural square footage in the improvement details, and check the parcel map for any weird boundary lines. Step 2, you head over to the county clerk's portal. Search the current owner's name, register your free account, and download that unofficial warranty deed to verify they legally own it. Finally, Step 3, you hit the tax assessor's portal, search the property, and download a free e-statement to confirm the account has zero outstanding tax liabilities. And just like that, you successfully cleared a property for investment using nothing but free public data.
And that brings us to Section 6, Summary and Important Disclaimer.
To summarize our core actionable insights today, remember to utilize that multi-agency triad: TAD for values, the clerk for deeds, and the tax assessor for bills. Use those account numbers for lightning-fast searches whenever you can. Register for that free account on the clerk's site to unlock document downloads, and definitely leverage advanced search formatting like dropping street suffixes to get the cleanest search results. You are now fully equipped to run your own real estate due diligence.
Now, of course, we absolutely have to state an important disclaimer. While these online tools are incredibly powerful and democratize access to information, this explainer is strictly for general reference. Always verify details independently using official certified county records, and for sure consult licensed professionals for any legal, real estate, or financial advice before making binding decisions. Those unofficial watermarked PDFs are fantastic for research, but they absolutely do not replace a certified title search.
Which leaves us with one final exciting question for you. What secret history is hiding in your property's records? Now that you have the toolkit of a Tarrant County property detective, I highly encourage you to open a new tab right now, type in your own address, and start your very first investigation. You might be shocked at what you uncover. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy hunting.